Welcome to DeFi Crypto Today's Crypto Daily News. All right. As always, check out our Twitter account and follow us. We're trying to raise the number of followers on our DeFi Crypto Today Twitter account. The address is at DeFi Crypto T. It's also the best place to DM me if you really want to communicate with me. You can DM there if you've got questions about anything, or if you have protocol you want me to promote. So that's a good place as well. All right, so there are lots of news today. First one is you should follow this account at tier 10K here. This guy has a lot of news, crypto news, and this is stuff that is coming this week. The EU Parliament, in its great wisdom, is planning to ban Bitcoin again. I don't know. I think people in Europe are too old-fashioned, and they just can't think about anything else than banning new stuff. They think it's only young punks that want to use crypto, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they have in mind. Obviously, it has to do with preserving the euro and all that, and taxing people to death, because what else are governments good for? But the idea is, the plan is to ban proof of work. As we all know, Bitcoin is based on proof of work. Okay, the validators get paid. Okay, to validate the transactions on Bitcoin using proof of work. And currently, Ethereum is also on proof of work, and several other cryptos are. And they want to ban that. Why do they want to ban that? Well, apparently it takes so much energy, it's got to be bad for the environment, right? Although many Bitcoin mining companies say they're using renewable resources, apparently the EU Parliament doesn't believe that. So, of course, let's ban Bitcoin. Let's ban everything that's proof of work, right? Because it works, so it's got to be bad. Anyway, so that's one of those tricky ways that governments are going to try to get their hands on your crypto, or forbid you from using crypto. Either they're going to forbid you to use crypto, or they're going to try to take away your crypto through taxation or other means. You're going to see a lot of that in 2022. This is the year of governments around the world starting to regulate. They don't really know how to do it yet because it's so new for them. Bitcoin's been around for what, 13 years, and they still don't know, just woke up to it like last month, and they don't know really what they're doing. They don't really understand the technology, and most of the regulations that are coming are not adequate and not useful for anybody. So it's going to backfire on them. My feeling is that the more restrictions government put on crypto, the more people are going to abandon fiat for crypto. People are going to get paid directly in crypto. They're going to pay stuff directly in crypto, and they're going to bypass fiat altogether. That's my prediction for the next several years. Okay? The more restrictions they're going to put on it, the more they're going to try to squeeze the life out of crypto, the more crypto is going to grow, and the more fiat is going to die. That's my prediction. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I see for the near future. Welcome, everybody. I'll answer the questions in the second part of the video. All right, so All right. The other thing that's supposed to happen on Wednesday is the Federal Reserve in the United States is planning to decide whether or not they're going to raise interest rates. Now, the expectation is around 25 basis points, which is 0.25%. So it's not a huge increase, but any increase over what it is now is going to feel huge. I'm not sure if the stock market and the crypto market already take this into account, if it's priced in or not, but definitely it's going to have an impact sooner or later. And the expectation also is that there's going to be there's going to be probably around 6 rate hikes in 2022 and 4 more in 2023. Why? Inflation is very high. It just went from 7.5 to 7.9. And 7.9 is for February 2022. And February's inflation does not take into account the Ukraine war, which also is putting inflationary pressures on the cost of energy, like petroleum and natural gas, and on food items, because Ukraine is a major food producer, and Russia as well. And they sell most of their products to the European Union, which is now imposing sanctions on Russia. And because Ukraine is at war, well, Ukraine can't really grow much food right now. So the expectation is that the price of wheat is going to go up 4-fold. Okay, it's going to quadruple this year. So you can imagine the impact on the rest of food. Okay, and that's just wheat. Okay, my feeling is that inflation is going to jump pretty close to 10%, and maybe not in the US, but in the EU for sure, because the cost of everything that they need to live is going to jump. Okay, so definitely the Federal Reserve will have to raise interest rates, and the Central Bank of Europe as well. That's my expectation. All right, let's have a look at your question. Well, you talk about the UK. UK, although it's an island, it's not. It needs to get gas somewhere. Okay, of course you've got some North Sea gas, petroleum and whatnot, but the price of gas on the general market went up quite a bit, and the price of food is going to go up a lot as well. So you cannot live outside the market, even though you're outside the EU. Okay, the markets are worldwide. The prices are worldwide. Okay, so there's going to be a major shortage of food, major shortage of energy in Europe, and it's going to have some consequences in the UK as well. You cannot really escape this. Now, there was some other interesting news. Yeah, here this is what they're talking about. There's a provision looking to force proof-of-work cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin to switch to proof-of-stake. Right. We can just turn on the switch like this on Bitcoin, right, and make it change the way it works, right? Oh yeah, that's easy. Just look at Ethereum. Ethereum has been trying to do this for how many years now? Okay, it's still not quite there yet. Okay, it's always a few months away from a few more months of being there. Okay, so if it's not easy for Ethereum, it's not going to be that easy for Bitcoin either. Okay, to switch to proof of stake. And then the question is proof of stake as safe as proof of work for Bitcoin or not? That's untested. We don't know that. The good thing about Bitcoin and proof of work is that it's very, very, very safe in terms of the validation of the transactions, okay? Switching to proof of stake without testing the safety of the system is very risky. And frankly, I think the EU should just mind its own business and take care of more important things, okay, than trying to regulate technology that they don't even understand. Was there anything else here? No, that's about it. Those are the two major news over there. Now over here, I saw this a couple days ago. There's still a lot of people confused about those fake messages that they get. Okay, this one's a fake Metamask message. It says, please verify your identity. Like, Metamask does not need your identity. It doesn't need your name, your email address, your social insurance number, your bank account number, or anything like that. It's got your wallet address. That's plenty. Okay? If you see anything like this, shut down that web page. Okay? It's fake. It's designed by somebody who's trying to steal your money. So make sure you understand that. See, the person who posted this thought that this was a real message from Metamask, that now Metamask is asking for KYC. Metamask will not ask for KYC, okay? At least not now, not until the government forces them to do so, which I hope it never comes. But still, any message like this, be wary of it, okay? It's probably fake. Be very careful. Other news, Larva Lab sold the CryptoPunks NFT IP. IP is not Internet Protocol, it's intellectual property, this one. I wish they would stop using so many acronyms, it confuses people. So this is the intellectual property of the CryptoPunk NFTs. It's been sold to the Bored Ape creators, which is, what's the name of their lab? They've got another lab. Yuga Lab. So Larva Labs sold CryptoPunks and Meebit NFTs IP to Yuga Labs, the creator of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. CryptoPunks, the Larva Lab have been having a lot of issues. A lot of people were not very happy because you buy a CryptoPunk NFT for hundreds of thousands of dollars and you still don't own the IP. That was kind of stupid. Meanwhile, you would buy a Bored Ape NFT, and you can do what you want with it. You own the IP, you own your NFT, and you own the intellectual property that's associated with it. So if you own any Bored Ape, and you want to sell T-shirts with your Bored Ape, and you own the IP, you own the copyright, essentially, of your Bored Ape, you're allowed to do that. You weren't allowed to do that with CryptoPunks. Larva Lab kept the IP, the intellectual property, the copyright. So a lot of people said, hey, I paid $200,000 for that freaking thing. I want to be able to put it on whatever I want. Okay? And they got into a lot of trouble with that. So I think that's part of the reason they decided to sell to Bored Apes. And Bored Ape also, I think, has a much better strategy when it comes to NFTs, okay? Their NFTs are essentially part of some sort of social club that gives you a big bunch of benefits in real life and in crypto life as well. You keep getting these airdrops of new generations of apes and that go up in value like crazy as well. And you have access to like events in real life and in virtual life and so on. So it's quite a bit of, it's quite a lot more than what Larva Lab was doing. Okay, Larva Lab is credited to be one of the first to create NFTs. Okay, and they have to be applauded for that. But and their imagination stopped there. Yuga instead decided to push the boundaries of usability of NFTs, and they keep on adding features and things to make their products more and more attractive. So I think the future is definitely going to be with Yuga. All right. Now, because of this, the NFT sales of CryptoPunks surged 1,200%. Now, obviously, because for a while, last year CryptoPunks were super hot, and then this year, because of market is bearish and people were not very optimistic about anything. A lot of people were like, CryptoPunks. And now, because they got bought up by Yuga, now, of course, they're exciting again. So there's a lot of more activity there. So that was to be expected, but it's kind of fun to see how sheepish people are. Okay, they act like sheep. Okay, they always follow like, I'm going to go that way, or oh no, let's go that way. And they cannot make up their own mind. All right, so just a word about Joe Biden's crypto executive order. It doesn't have much teeth and much substance. It can be resumed very much as the agencies get a clue. Because right now, essentially, you've got all these federal government agencies in the US that want to regulate crypto, and each one has its own idea and doesn't check what the other regulation agencies are doing. Okay, there's nothing unified. It's not. Everybody's got its own stance and its own agenda, and they compete against each other and they fight. And that's why it's such a mess. Anyway, welcome everybody. I'm going to answer the questions pretty soon in the second half of the video. Almost done with the new news. All right. And in the same vein, the stupid SEC keeps turning away spot market Bitcoin ETFs. I mean, it's just stupid. It's like they say all crypto are securities. All right. Okay. So now you've got two companies here, NYDIG and Global X, that say, okay, we're going to make a security that's going to own Bitcoin. And for traditional people that don't want to use a complicated Metamask wallet and seed phrases and encryption and all that jazz, okay, they just want to buy a traditional product like an ETF, which is just an exchange-traded fund. So basically what that means is that it's a company that sells its shares on a stock market. So people know how to buy shares on the stock market, okay? So they create these funds to make it easy for traditional people to buy Bitcoin. Canada has that. Several countries in Europe have that, but the US doesn't have that yet. And there's a huge demand for it. And the SEC said, nah, we don't want that. Nah. They don't give a reason, they just don't want it. But for some reason, what do they say here? Yesterday, the Securities and Exchange Commission denied yet another set of spot market ETF applications. So you have to remember, these are spot market. So it's the actual price of Bitcoin. Okay, they buy real Bitcoin, they put that in the ETF, and the price of the ETF shares reflects the price of Bitcoin, right? Of actual Bitcoin. But as they're going to show here, meanwhile, the SEC has been far more welcoming to Bitcoin futures ETFs. So it's a derivative of Bitcoin. It's not calculated the same way as the price of Bitcoin. Okay, it's different calculations in there. It's more risky, and for some reason the SEC said, yeah, that's okay, but spot, no. And it's like, who the hell runs that place, right? Gensler, I thought was a lot smarter. He used to be a professor at MIT, and he taught crypto, and he can't figure out how to get an ETF for Bitcoin approved. Come on, I don't get it. Anyway, next item. This is a recent article from Olympus DAO. A lot of people have been looking at the price of the OHM token, which is standing at around 28 bucks right now, which is super low. And it's below its backing as well. And people look at this and say, what a total failure. This is shit. It's not. Believe it or not, the protocol itself is quite profitable, and it's expanding. And this month, it's over a year old already. They've been around a year. It's old in crypto, a year, okay? That's a long time. And what they show here is that they're still staying true to their original mission of being the foundation for Web3's decentralized reserve currency. Now, I'm not going to read the whole article for you here, but this is something you should definitely have a look at if you want to better understand what Olympus DAO is really about. It's not just a super high interest rate, which is, right now it's down quite a bit. It's only, what is it, 1,000% or something? Yeah, see, like over here in January, they decided to lower the APY, and that pushed up the runway to over 608 days, which is almost 2 years. So they can maintain the 1,000% APY for at least 600 days, which is amazing. So it's not broken. It's not losing money. It's still very profitable. And if you look at the risk-free value of treasury asset, that keeps on growing. Risk-free means those are assets that are stable coins. So you can see here they've got all these stable coins in the treasury. And every day there are more and more and more and more of those that are accumulating all the time. Now, what took a dive was the regular tokens that vary in price, okay? But the whole market's been down. So it's not a big surprise here. But if we look here back at the article, just look at this. They say here, we're proud to have over 150 individuals dedicated to building Olympus, having gone from 0 to 60 developers in our first year. Do you think that a protocol that's going bankrupt would have 60 developers working there right now? No. That means the protocol itself is very healthy. The price of the token does not reflect that. But there's a big, strong team of developers working in there. And not just that, if you look at the rest of this paragraph here, it says, thanks to our strong, non-stop growing community, plus there's 50 partnerships lining up to join forces with Olympus DAO, with more coming across the threshold every day. They've got a lot of partnerships with a lot of well-established protocols out there. And this is what I want to show, is that a lot of people say, Olympus dead, and the token is down like what, 95% and blah, blah, blah. It's not dead. There's a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to read the whole article, but I want to show you something very interesting here. Not a lot of people talk about Olympus Pro. I keep talking about it because I think it's a very exciting development for Olympus. They've been doing this for several months now. They invented the system. Basically, Olympus DAO is the way they build their treasury is by selling bonds. Okay, and bonds are their own token that they sell at a discount. Okay, in exchange for whatever pair of tokens that they want to get in the treasury at that moment. Okay, so let's say you have DAI or ETH or whatever, and you exchange those tokens for OHM tokens. Okay, and those tokens vest for 7 to 14 days, and you get a discount during that period. Okay, now a lot of protocols looked at that and say, wow, that solves a lot of problems. We always wanted to have a system to own our own liquidity. And they approached Olympus and they said, can you help us do that? So Olympus decided to create Olympus Pro, and they help all these protocols here build their own treasury with their own liquidity, and they're selling the tokens at discounts. And I mean, this one, for this project here, Keeper, you're getting the tokens at almost 16% discount from the current market price. That's a guaranteed return. That's very nice. And Olympus makes a profit by getting these bonds, by handling the sale of these bonds. I read an article, I can't find it right now, but I read an article that said that currently Olympus makes more money with Olympus Pro than 1inch makes doing trading. And 1inch is a pretty big trading place. Okay, this project, Olympus Pro, is profitable. It makes money. It brings more money into the Olympus DAO treasury. Okay, and that's good for the token holders. It's just that the market is in such disarray right now that it doesn't reflect the actual value of the treasury. Okay, and you have a similar situation with Wonderland. The tokens are still selling at below the treasury value, simply because people are pissed off at Daniele for hiring Sifu. But the truth of the matter is, these projects are still very profitable. Once the market recovers, and it will at some point, I don't know if it's in 6 months, 6 years, or whatever, you're going to see Olympus Pro is still going to be there. And I'm betting also that Wonderland is probably going to be there and healthier than ever. This is a transition phase for Wonderland. Here, they're not in a transition phase at Olympus, but they're building the protocol, they're building partnerships, and I think Olympus is going to have a bright future. All right, so question period now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at your questions. Hang on, let's get this here out of the way. Okay. Contrarian says, I'm Justin Trudeau and I ban all crypto for Canadians. Yeah, probably. Justin's lucky I'm not in Canada right now. I'd go and slap him in the face. Oh my god. BTC taking a sharp dip. Well, when does BTC not take a sharp dip? Every couple of hours. Okay? I'm not... let's have a look at CoinGecko right now. BTC Bitcoin is super volatile. Oh, sharp dip. That's 0.1%. You call that a sharp dip? That's nothing. That's nothing. You know, 2.9% for the day. Nothing to write home about. I mean, if you use perp, you could make a big profit here if you short the BTC perp. Okay, there's always a way to make money with this. I don't know why people go nuts. Okay, I'm like, when you see this, I see opportunity. Okay, If you had, if you're short during this time and you think it's still gonna go down, you can make a buck. Okay, so we answered the question about UK. Just want another solid dip under $1, so kind of want more BTC dippage. Well, this year, honestly, I don't see a lot of good news coming our way in on the general markets. Bitcoin's still pretty high, in my opinion, at 37,000. Last year, after the May crash, a lot of people thought Bitcoin would go down to 10,000. It went, what, 25 or something? How much was it last year? 1 year. Yeah, see, it was around 20 something back in July. Okay, so it's still a lot higher. Still a lot of room to go down. Okay, any views on Beefy Phantom, interested LPs on dexes like Beethoven? I don't know. What's special on Beefy right now? What's on sale? Let's see. It depends. I mean, Beefy has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vaults on, what, 18 chains now or something? Let's change that. Let's have a look at Phantom. Phantom. Go to the Phantom app. All right. I should remove that. All right. Well, there's a ton of stuff there. It depends what you want. Okay, you're looking at Beethoven. I don't know. See, you can choose the platform you want. You can go to Beethoven right there. And is that, oh, this is for single assets. Let's put all. Just look at what you like. Got a bunch of stuff. Beethoven's a good place. All it does on Beefy is just compound the rates. That's about it. Now just watch out and make sure there are no fees. Okay. Deposit fee 0, withdrawal fee 0. So those have 0 fees. So those are good. Just check the fees to make sure you don't get stuck on losing money for nothing. I don't think you can change the power mechanism of BTC, even the big block and small block group who's fighting each other for the block size of BTC together with big miners will unite against POS. Yeah, I don't think they can force the change, but if they could say, if they're really stupid, that they don't allow people to own proof of work tokens and proof of work currencies. So they could make it illegal to own proof of work Bitcoin and proof of work Ethereum and proof of work whatever. Okay, they're stupid enough to be able to do that. Okay, they're gonna force people to say to change Bitcoin to proof of stake. They can force you to go to jail if you own it. It's as stupid as that. Or if you have a miner at home, like a low Bitcoin miner, okay, they're gonna say, you're stealing the energy from the grid because you're using proof of work and you're creating pollution, and we're going to confiscate your miner and we're going to put you in jail. They could do that. They're dumb enough. Is it safe to buy Ethereum in Europe? I don't know. Probably, I would think. I don't live in Europe. I don't Are coins the same because loads of people seem to sell TS and merchandise? I don't know what you're talking about. Olympus is a failure and that people lost a lot of money in investing in it. As you said, the only thing that benefited was the protocol. Why should we care about that? Okay. All right. Bitcoin's a failure. You bought it at 60,000, now it's 30. That's a stupid argument. I'm sorry, Mark, but it's stupid the way you're saying this. It's not a failure because the fucking price tanked. Okay? Then any stock on the stock market right now is a failure because they all tanked. Okay? The market went down. The market is down like at least 10%. Okay, so if you bought at the top, you lost money. So they're all failures. Apple's a failure, Tesla's a failure, Google's a failure, whatever. Okay, that you don't measure failures by how much you lost on the stupid freaking market. You buy gold at a high price, gold goes down, gold is a failure. Come on. If you're talking like that, it's because you just woke up yesterday and you started buying crypto assets yesterday and you never invested in your life. I've been investing for 40 freaking years. Okay? You have to take your losses. Okay? When you buy any asset, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, bond, gold, anything, a house, you're placing a bet. You're betting that the freaking asset is going to go up in value after the price, after the day you pay for it. Sometimes your bet is successful, and sometimes you lose your freaking bet. If you don't understand that, get out of the market. It's not for you. Keep your money stash in a savings account that gives you 0.2%. Okay, because you don't understand how to invest, okay, or learn. Okay, if you're smart, you're going to learn how the markets operate, what the game is. Okay, Olympus is a failure because the price went down. That's stupid. The price of all freaking crypto went down since November. You didn't see the darn charts? Look at the charts. Look at the charts of everything. This is Bitcoin. Okay? November. Now. Failure, according to you. Take any freaking token. Look at all the coins. They're all going to be failures, according to you. Ethereum, the most successful project ever. Go there. Look at the market for the last 6 months. See, we're going to take a year. Here, if you buy it here at 5,000, now it's down to 2,000 something. You lost 50%. Failure. Understand how the goddamn market works, okay? Understand the game, okay? Finance is a game, and there are players in there, okay? And they place bets. They place bets. Everything's a bet. You're betting your money that something is going to go your way. You go long, you bet that the asset is going to go up in value. You go short, you bet that the asset is going to go down in value. Okay? That's all it is. Olympus is not a failure. Olympus is going to be there for years. I swear to you. Okay? Now, if you're smart, you buy it when it's dirt, stupid, cheap like it is now. You buy a little bit. You place your bet on it now. You put it aside and you forget about it for 2 years, and then check what happens. Don't put all your money on Olympus. Okay? As I said, those are bets. They're very risky. You can lose all your money if by any chance the team at Olympus decide, okay, let's close up shop, we're tired of this game. Like some protocols do. Okay, but it's not a failure. Learn what you're talking about. The protocol sucks as far as investors are concerned? Yes, if you bought it at the top, total train wreck for you. Yes. But then again, almost all freaking tokens, if you bought them at the top, you lost your shirt. Okay? You gotta understand the game. You gotta understand the game. And people should not just buy one time, okay? If you have an asset that you really like, you DCA through it, okay? Like Bitcoin. Let's say you're a Bitcoin maxi. What are you going to do? Every month you're going to buy $50 worth of Bitcoin, or $100 worth of Bitcoin, or $1,000 worth of Bitcoin every month. Why? Because you believe in Bitcoin long term. That's a strategy to take advantage of the dips. Learn the strategies. Okay? There's zillions of strategies that help you reduce your losses and maximize your gains. I try to teach that in many videos. I've got over 200 some videos now. Many of them explain strategies on how to not lose your shirt. Well, you know, Roger says, I'll buy Olympus if it becomes $1. If it becomes $1, first of all, there's more than that in the treasury, okay? You got to understand how the protocol works. You should read the goddamn article I just posted, okay? If you don't understand the way it works, then you can say all kind of FUD and stupidity, okay? Read first, all right? Learn what you're talking about. How will partnerships with other projects sell Olympus down? Again, you need to read more, people. When you have any protocol that partners with other protocols, what does that do? That gives more utility for the token. The token is going to be used at more and more and more places. Okay? I mean, just look at this here. You need to get out of your little bubble, okay, and see what the real world is about. I'm going to show you one use case. All right, I'm going to go on Arbitrum. All right, this is Dopex, right here. Dopex, that's their logo here. They design structured products using option vaults. Okay, these are covered calls. All right, all you have to do is deposit money there, and you earn a juicy 20% on this one, for instance, or 16% or whatever. Okay. Oh, look, it's got ohm here. This protocol, the people that work there are super freaking smart. And they're backed by Tetranode. If you don't know Tetranode, he's one of the most successful crypto investors in history. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and the guy started with nothing. The guy just started, you know, he had a $100,000 job, and every month he would buy Bitcoin. He's been doing that for 6-7 years, so he bought Bitcoin every month. He put, like, I don't know, couple $1,000 every month in Bitcoin, or $1,000 every month in Bitcoin. And he bought when it went up, bought when it went down, like this, up and down. And he did it for so many years that eventually his portfolio grew huge because Bitcoin went up in general. Okay? And then he started having millions and millions of dollars in his portfolio. At that point, he decided to help new protocols like DOPEX here, because he likes to invest in them. And he invests millions and millions in these protocols. And he helps the teams find good developers, fix the user interface, make the project more profitable for investors, and so on and so on. Why the hell do you think Ohm is here? They have a partnership with DOPEX. They have a partnership with Tetranode, who, as I said, is worth at least $500 million. He's got huge bags of Ohm. Okay? That guy is insanely smart. Okay? This is just one of the many, many, many partnerships. I have over 50 partnerships right now. Okay? So you have to understand how business operates. If you never had a business, I know it can be difficult to grasp. Okay? I've started many businesses, many of them failed, and some of them were very successful. And there's always people trying to attack your business as soon as it starts making money. Okay? As soon as you're profitable, people want to take you down. Okay? The protocol is successful. You say, oh, but the token went down. The token went down because the goddamn market went down. Okay? And the price, the market price, does not always reflect the true value of the project. That's what you call undervalued. Okay? You have, sometimes you have projects that are overhyped. Okay? Especially in the tech sector. Okay? You're going to have like stocks on the tech sector. The company doesn't even ship a product yet, but it looks very promising, and all the news media talk about it, so that the stock is going to skyrocket and whatever. But they're selling nothing yet. They don't have a product for sale yet. Okay? And then eventually when the product comes out, there's already 10 competitors with better products. Okay? And the token is going to tank, or the share is going to tank. Okay? You got to understand how business operates. You got to understand that the price of the token does not reflect how profitable a business is. And the price of the shares also is the same thing. Shares and tokens operate pretty much the same. Okay? They're businesses. Okay? You got to understand how the business operates before you invest. If you don't know how the business makes money before you invest, you're a fool. Okay? Every time I look at a protocol, I try to understand how are they making money. If I don't understand how they're making money, I don't invest, because I need to know how it works. If I don't understand how it works, it's not for me. That's one of my rules, and I keep explaining that over and over in many videos. Learn how the protocol operates, how the protocol generates money, because that money ends up in the pocket of the investors at some point. All right. Then it goes below $1 and still continues. If it goes below $1, they pay you back. It's backed by a minimum of $1. They buy back the tokens at that point. I don't lose anything. I still have the same memo. Yeah, pretty much. Where are we now? Having trouble moving this thing. All right. Hang on. Lots of messages here. Let me try to, oh, okay, that's better. All right, hang on, I'm trying to find the last message I did. EMP is where it's at. Well, EMP looks interesting. That's why I made the video today. Again, very risky, people. Okay, don't bet the house on this. It's relatively new protocol. It's not battle tested. Okay, you gotta understand what that means. Battle tested is like you have the market conditions, you have the whales, you have the sharks, you have the regular investors, you have hackers, you've got all kinds of things that can attack the project, okay? And a project has to be able to survive at least 6 months to a year so that you know if it's been battle tested. As I just said, Olympus, for instance, is now a year old. It's battle tested. It's successful, despite the fact that the price of the product sucks. The price of the token totally sucks right now. Okay, but that's just market sentiment. Okay, it's people's emotions looking at that token because they don't understand how it operates underneath. Okay, gotta understand how things work. If you don't understand Olympus DAO, get out. Don't buy it. Don't. Financial advice. Here. You want real financial advice? I used to be a financial advisor. I used to be certified in Canada for financial advice. So I'm going to give you a financial advice. If you don't understand how Wonderland or Olympus DAO or any protocol, doesn't matter what it is. If you don't understand Toon Fork, don't invest in them. If you don't understand options, don't invest in them. Okay? Don't. You have to understand how it works. Okay? That's the first measure of safety. You have to understand what you're doing. If you don't understand, and you don't invest until you understand. If you want to understand it, learn, and then invest after. Okay? Otherwise, you risk losing your money. Okay? It's prudence. You got to be prudent where you put your money. Okay? Don't invest in things you don't understand. All right, so if Olympus don't follow what it's on its docs, then it sells will buy token. If it goes below $1, then it will hurt its reputation. We'll see if it goes below $1. Well, first of all, it's automatic. It's coded. It will have to do it automatically. If the token goes down to 50 cents, the protocol will automatically burn the token. It's going to buy back the tokens and burn them, okay, until they reach $1. It's in the code. It's in the code. Thoughts on Geist Finance? I haven't looked at Geist in a while. When I did look at it, it looked fine. It's an Abbey fork. The Geist token itself, I don't find very attractive because it's a farm token and it just kept dropping. I mean, if we go to Geist, we can have a quick look at it. Geist. Geist. See, it went down 10% just now. Yeah, it's not having a good day. It's not having a good day. Now, if we look at the chart, see, this is what I mean by a farm token. Okay? The problem with farm tokens is that they mint tokens to infinity. Okay? They burn some, most of them burn some, but essentially, in order to pay rewards, they have to mint new tokens all the time. So it went from like what, 34 bucks down to 14 cents right now. Okay, so long term, I'm not bullish on buying the farm token. The protocol itself if we have a look at it, they might have opportunities on the protocol itself to make money, but I wouldn't put my money on the Geist token itself. Okay, you can look at what the markets are on this, because it's a money market, right? So if we look at it, right now you can earn 5.43% plus 2.9% APR if you deposit Phantom. That's not bad, that's not great, but it's not bad. On USDT, that's a lot lower. USDC, USDT, Ethereum, it's not a lot. Curve is better. You could make some money here. Oh wow. Okay, this is really good here. See, I would deposit MIM here, 21%. That's really good. I would use this. I don't know why it's not more popular. Well, there's still 38 million there, but I definitely would deposit MIM there at 21%. It's no-brainer. Very good opportunity right here. I'd do that. So look, if you like Geist, that's where I'd put my money, here and here. Curve and MIM. MIM is really good. I don't know why people bitch about it these days, because it's Daniele's project, I guess. But still, this is really good. This is really good. No problem there. What's your take on RQ and well, there's supposed to be the rage quit, right? That's what you're talking about? Well, I'm not participating. I don't want to sell. People that want to get out of the game, well, take advantage of it, and bye-bye. I mean, you know, if you're tired of Wonderland because you lost your shirt on Wonderland, you bought it at the top, you lost 95% of your investment, yeah, I can understand you're tired of it. And now you have a chance of getting a little bit more. But you're not going to get your 95% back. You're going to get maybe, I don't know, 5%, 10%. I haven't checked the price right now, but you're not going to get a lot. Okay? You're not going to get a lot. Okay, I joined the stream late, so sorry if I missed this already, but did you mention today's FOMC meeting? Fed's going to hike rates and risk asset equities are going to shit the bed. Yeah, I mentioned, well, was it today? There's no meeting on Sunday, is there? I said that the Fed was going to talk about raising the rates this week. But I didn't know that the FOMC was holding a meeting today. But anyway, yeah, definitely. Like, I wasn't sure if the market already priced in the rate hikes or if it's going to be coming. Maybe that's why Bitcoin is going down. That could be a reason. People just woke up to the fact that there's going to be a rate hike. It's quite possible. Come on, I'm at the wrong place. Coins. So if we look at Bitcoin here, yeah, maybe that's the reason the market's crashing. Yeah, so yeah, definitely they're gonna shit the bed, as you said. But that's an opportunity. As I said, when you know the market's gonna go down like this, well, use perps and you know, go short and make a quick buck. Why not? All right. I hope XDeFi will implement to connect Treasure hardware wallet. Okay, I don't like Treasure. Why? Because they opened up a backdoor to the EU to spy on your tokens. You really want that? I don't want that. The people at Treasure are bastards. They're bowing to the pressure of the governments to open up the wallet so that the government can get in. I'm not letting them into my wallets. I'm sorry. So I'm not buying Treasure. Try Ledger. So as far as I know, they don't have that back door. But Treasure is out of the question for me. Could you please advise me on the best possible transfer of funds from Phantom to Osmosis? From Phantom to Osmosis? Gosh, you couldn't ask for anything harder. I don't know if there's a bridge to do that directly. I don't think so. Ugh. I mean, we would have to search. Bridges to Osmosis. Hang on, did I spell this right? I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, Osmosis looks okay. Thoughts on Osmosis and bridges? They talk about one bridge here. You have more bridges. I think you have to go through Ethereum, don't you? Yeah, Cosmos Ethereum bridges. To be honest, I haven't done much at all on Osmosis. I haven't put any funds there yet. I haven't tried to bridge funds over there yet. Yeah, and it's a little bit complicated. You know, if you look at, they give you the example of Saber, which is on Solana, which is also a Rust project, like Osmosis, I believe, is on Rust. You end up with like a multitude of different kinds of USDT and USDC tokens, because on each bridge creates a different version and everything. It gets complicated. And you got to be careful with bridges, because a lot of bridges are not well audited, and they can be hacked very easily. So don't send through a ton of funds. But at the moment, I don't have a good bridge to recommend. I haven't tried it yet. This year, I definitely need to go. They talk about gravity here. Can we have a look at it? And now this year, I definitely want to get into Cosmos and other Rust projects. So we're going to use Kepler a lot this year. So does it work or not? I'll stay in orbit. Are there what is that? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be. What's that about? You just want your email? That's for their newsletter. I don't know. I don't know where it is. I haven't used it. At some point, I'm going to make a video, probably in the next couple of weeks, on how to get on this and see what kind of bridges we've got. But at the moment, I don't have an answer for you. All right, so there's no money coming in through OM tokens. How is this protocol sustainable? Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no money coming through. You don't know how the project operates, do you? Money comes in, okay, when people buy tokens at a discount through bonds, and then the money goes into the treasury, and then they take the money that's in the treasury, they put it in LP pools, okay, liquidity pools, and they collect swap fees from all the transactions that go there. Okay, and that's how they make money. On top of that, they have Olympus Pro, where they sell their knowledge on how to create the bond system and provide liquidity for protocols. Okay, and they collect a 3% fee on all the bonds that are sold. Okay, that's how money gets in. All right, you got to read the documentation. You got to read what they're talking about. Okay, they do AMAs all the time at Olympus. Okay, they try to explain it to you. All right, most people lost money by investing in Olympus. That's a success. Okay, Mark, I told you. Okay, grow up. Buying something and the price goes down after you buy it just shows that you got bad timing. Doesn't mean that the protocol is a failure. Okay? You got to understand how investing works. If you invest in something and its price goes down, it doesn't mean that the item that you bought, that the asset that you bought, is a failure. It means that the price went down. That's all it means. Okay? We just saw here, Bitcoin just went down like this sharply today. Is Bitcoin a failure to you? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know what you think about Bitcoin. But all the tokens today are doing this. Most probably because, as the other guy said, the FOMC is talking about raising interest rates this week. And everybody's shitting their pants. Okay? So, losing money on a token does not mean that the project itself is a failure. What it means is you lost money on the token because you bought it at the wrong time. You bought it when it was high, and now it's 95% down. If you buy it now, what are the chances that it's going to go 95% down from where it's at? Chances are much lower. Okay? So if you buy the token now and you sit on it for a while, there's a chance it's going to go up. But then again, it's still a bet, so you don't know for sure where it's going to go. Always consider everything you buy to be a bet. Wheat is a winner. Well, this year I would tend to agree because it's probably going to go for 4x at least. You only lose money if you sell. You have the same amount of crypto. Just choose a better time to sell. Just hodl. I agree with Ricardo. You assume too much about me, dude. You read far too much into what I said. Well, then explain yourself, sweetie. Are you a mind reader as well? No, I'm not a mind reader, so if you don't want me to read into what you're saying, just explain yourself clearly, okay? And grow up. I lost on Wagme and Wonderland. Me too. I'm shorting BTC. Good idea. I don't lose any till I still have the same rep memo. I didn't lose much on Wonderland actually. I bought it really cheap. Alright, which hardware wallet do you recommend? I'm not very big on hardware wallets, I'll be honest with you. I think they're just a major inconvenience. Ledger seems to be okay. That's the one I would use if I have to use one. Where are we now? I missed some messages. Okay, Olympus is a reserve token, so in my understanding, it's inflationary. It is built on phase, even if it's 1 year old. I read the docs. I know it will stabilize one day at $1. Well, if you know that, then you're very smart. So you should short it. Wonderland, the next pump, get rid of it. Chances are the thing is going to zero. Whatever. I don't care. I don't know. Okay. If there's a way to short Wonderland, go and short it. This guy needs help with YouTube views. So aggressive. I'm so aggressive, am I? All right. Gas is so much on Geist during spike. It's so bad. Yeah, sometimes Phantom is very expensive on gas. Same with Olympus. As long as it's not stable, it won't mint tokens to infinity. I know it will stabilize at $1 because Olympus is an inflationary token. You repeat yourself, darling. Which hardware wallet do you recommend? Probably Ledger. Treasure, really, I didn't know. They've been using it for years together with SafePal. Yeah, well, Treasure changed their design last year because of EU regulations. I'm in East Asia, so today is Monday for me already. That said, the FOMC meeting is Tuesday, Wednesday, so I was indeed wrong. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I'm in East Asia too. Anyway, whether the rate hike has been priced in depends on whether they hike 25 basis point or 50 basis point. I'm expecting a big hike. I think they're gonna go around 25. I would be surprised if they want to be very, very aggressive. It's possible, but who knows? Any good moneymaker market for Harmony One? I don't know. Everything looks depressing on Harmony at the moment. Jewel used to be fantastic, and now it looks like everybody's dumping Jewel. Discount time. Want to get some cheap ETH? Well, I think it's a good time for that. All right. What time is it? Almost 8 o'clock. All right, so any more questions? More questions. We're going to close soon. So last few questions, please. All right, so yeah, don't forget to follow on Twitter. Trying to get more followers here. We finally went over 3,000 Twitter followers, so definitely want more. All right. More questions, or you're all out of questions? All right. If you don't have any more questions, we're going to shut down for the day. Tomorrow, the time slot is going to be let me explain the time slot. So on the weekend, yesterday I was too tired and I didn't want to do the video, but typically on the weekend it's between 6 and 8, give or take, and during the week 6 or 8 p.m. US Eastern Time, and during the week it's between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. US Eastern Time. Okay, just my work schedule is a mess, and that's when I can put it. All right, I don't find you too aggressive. I think you told Mark exactly the right thing. The guy needs to stop crying and take his losses like a man. Totally agree with you, John. I've been on the market for 40 years. I made more losses than most people have gained in their lives. And I still like the market. Okay, you gotta understand how the market is played. It's a game. It's a betting game. Okay, most of it at the time, and you try to find a good horse. Okay, and the horse will be good for a while, and then you find another horse that's better because your horse broke a leg, and so on. Okay, and you don't put all your money on the same horse. That's crazy. That's insane. Don't do that. I try to teach people prudence. That's what do you think on almost every video when I look at a protocol, I check the audit and I show you what's inside. You see any other influencers on YouTube do that? Nah. Why? They can't even read the audits. They don't even understand what's written in there. Okay? They don't even know why there's an audit. And the audit is not a guarantee of safety. You gotta understand all the risks that are involved. There's about 20 different risks in each protocol. When you invest in a token, there are about 20 different risks. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of risks. Okay, you can get rug pulled like yesterday with Cleopatra DAO. I did a video about them. They looked okay to me, and then after 6 weeks or 2 months in operation, they decided to rug the people for whatever reason. was like, okay, well, good thing I didn't put too much money on that. I lost money, like everyone else on this. That's why, be reasonable. They're all gambles. Can you do a review on Seek? What is that? CEEK. Does that even exist? I never heard of it. What is that? It's a new project? This? Smart VR token? What's a VR token? Okay, never heard of this. On Ethereum? And Binance? Okay. Let's have a look. I have no idea what this is. You guys come up with the craziest protocols sometimes. Welcome to the Seek VR Metaverse. DeFi for music, artists, sports, and content creators. Okay. Seek directly connects music, artists, athletes, and other digital content creators directly to their fans in virtual worlds. So there's a virtual world in there somewhere. Is it operational? We have to sign up. What is that? Connect with superstars. World-class partnerships. Seek patented VR headset bundles. Currently sold at major retail. So you can buy this. Seek the future music streaming. NFT marketplace. Seek venues already exist. Where? Seek City. Where is that? Okay. Oh, so I have to download the app and I'm going to use it on my phone. Is that it? Can't use it on the computer? Yeah. I mean, it looks okay. It just I never heard of it. They got big partners, and that helps. What is that? Exchanges. This is to buy the token. Yeah, this is where you can buy the token. Is it a good investment? I don't know. Always take it as it's a gamble. Okay? They're not going to be the only VR token company out there. Okay? So is this one going to work? Is this one going to be successful? I don't know. I don't know. It's the first 5 years of existence for a company, okay, are the most difficult, especially the first year. If a company can last a year, that's already a major milestone. 5 years, if they can last 5 years and they're still in good shape and their sales go up, yeah, then they have a future. So it depends. This doesn't seem to be very old. Is it even a year old? I don't know. Right? What do we have in the market here? How long have they been in business? Well, the token was pretty cheap for a long time. Wow, they've been around since July 18. Wow, June 18. And nobody heard about them until October. Who knew, right? Look, the company has been around for a bit now, longer than I expected. It might be good. I don't know, but right now I don't like the price action here. It's not, doesn't look very amazing right now. Okay, and don't forget, we're in a bear market. Okay, a lot of people are disputing that we're in a bear market. Trust me, we're in a bear market. There's no good news out there. Okay, inflation, oil prices are going up, food prices are going through the roof. Interest rates are going to go up. The stock market is going to crash. Crypto market's crashing. The war in Ukraine. Okay, unless there are good news that start popping up soon, we're going to be everything's going to go down, 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 down. We're going to have my expectations. We're going to have a recession, maybe stagflation for a while. It's not going to be rosy for a bit. There's not ways to make money. That doesn't matter what the market is. Doesn't matter what the economy is. You can always make money. Okay, you just have to be to understand where and how. All right. All right. More questions before we shut down for the day. That's it. Any more? How many more questions? Come on. Last few questions. All right. If you don't have more questions, we're going to shut down for the day. And tomorrow it's going to be around 1 p.m. US Eastern. Okay, I'm going to do it a bit earlier. All right. No more questions. Last call. All right. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your questions, even the hard questions and the silly questions. I look, I may sound harsh to you. That's because you need a thicker skin. Okay? It's nothing personal. The market is not personal. The market kills. Okay? The market is harsh. Okay? It's just business. Okay? And you gotta learn how to play it. You gotta learn how to play it. It's harsh. Okay? You can lose your shirt 100 times. Okay? It's very, very harsh. So, I don't mind the questions. You can send tough questions, difficult questions, good questions, nice questions, stupid questions, doesn't matter. I enjoy them all. I enjoy discussion. Okay? You have to understand what it is. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your questions, and see you tomorrow. Bye.